Good morning. Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Wednesday. So, is anybody super excited about summer being over? Here in Texas, summer is far from being over, just saying. Yes, we will be going back to school here pretty soon, but the heat is forever with us, I feel like. I looked at the forecast the other day, 2 days ago, and I want to say Sunday was our coolest day at 104. And our hottest day is still to come this week at 107. So, yeah, it does not feel like fall, y'all, at all. Good morning, Wendy. I know Wendy is somewhere where it's hot, hot, hot too. We are going to be talking about something hot, hot, hot today too in regards to SMART goals. And so I know this is something that I have chatted about in the past. It's something that is reoccurring, and I feel like it's kind of like habits, one of those things that kind of we cultivate and we nourish and we grow with, and then, things happen and we get out of a routine and we have to kind of start over and reshift and balance again. And SMART goals is one of those things that is the same. When we meet our goals, we can always make another SMART goal to obtain as well. Good morning, Wendy. So that's what we are going to be talking about. I will caveat before we begin to say that if you guys have any topics that you want me to cover on Wellness Wednesday, please let me know. I would love to cover a topic that you guys find interesting or you feel like you haven't gotten very much information from. If you have something specifically that you'd like my thoughts or opinions on, I'm willing to give that as well. So I know in different facets and communities, we're always talking about different things. So like in my group coaching right now, we're doing everything about meal prepping, which is amazing. It's my jam. I love meal prepping, and so do the ladies that are there. And then in my Time for Fitness community, we are talking about weightlifting one-on-one. We're doing things with foam rolling and things of that nature too. So if you guys have anything that you feel like is a hot topic that you'd like to know more about, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to give you the opportunity to kind of expound upon that at one of the Wellness Wednesday topics. So yeah, let's get back to SMART goals as I digress. So SMART goals. So studies are shown that you are statistically more likely and proven to meet goals if they are broken down into mini, micro, SMART goals. Okay. And so when I say SMART, of course, SMART is an acronym, okay? And so we're going to go through the acronym, and then I'm going to give you a couple of different examples on how the things that we would set as goals could be made into a SMART goal to make it more easy for you to be able to obtain that goal, okay? So SMART goals are ones that are specific, they're measurable, they're action-based, they're realistic, and they're timelined, okay? So I'll say that one more time. Specific, measurable, realistic, action-based, timelined, okay? And so that is your acronym of it being SMART, okay? So let's take an easy one, okay? Let's talk about water. I feel like so oftentimes we don't get enough water. We've done lots of information on hydration through Wellness Wednesdays and various different things, with it being summer. It's one of those things that's always kind of on the forefront of our mind. And so instead of just saying, hey, I want to increase my water, how could we make that goal be SMART? Okay. So first of all, we want to be specific. So how much water do you actually want to consume? Okay. So I want to consume 3 32-ounce bottles. That is specific for me because I have a 32-ounce bottle that I really enjoy drinking out of. Okay. I want to do that each day. So I've put a timeline on it. Okay. And then I want it to be measurable. I want it to be realistic. Okay. I want it to be action based and say, so how do I do that? So with water, one of the things that I could do is further break down that goal into not just, hey, I want to obtain this amount by this time, but I want to do it by many times segments. Okay. So I want one 32-ounce bottle done by my mid-morning snack. I want another 32-ounce bottle done by mid-afternoon snack. I want my last 32-ounce bottle done by the time I go to bed. So I've broken that down and I've given myself accountability points to make sure that I'm meeting that goal. So what's great about SMART goals is that you are being so specific with them and you are being realistic about them. And so they become habitual. And so once they become habitual, it's no longer a goal, but just something that's part of your routine. And so I will say for me, if I don't have my lucky 32-ounce bottle, it's going to be a day that's probably bad for water. And so these are some of the things that I have done to kind of increase water. And so let's use a different example. So I know a lot of you guys that are clients or that watch are looking to lose a little bit of weight. Okay. You're looking to have a healthier lifestyle. You're looking to increase fitness, all of these different types of things. And so let's take that as an example. Okay. So many times we look at the big picture and it just becomes overwhelming. We, get stuck in our tracks. We become someone that's less likely to even move forward because it just seems like so big of a goal. I know you guys have heard me say this before, but how do you eat an elephant? Well, you eat it one bite at a time, but when you're, staring at this huge elephant, it's so hard to even realize where to start. Sometimes you just look at it and it becomes something that stops you, that you just freeze and you're like, I don't know. Well, do I start with, his foot, or do I start with the trunk, or like, where do I go with this, And so this is another way that SMART goals can help you kind of focus in on one aspect of the bigger goal. Okay. So let's say we have a goal and we have, 50 pounds that we want to lose. Okay. And so when we look at that and we go, man, I need to lose 50 pounds. First of all, it took us a while to gain that excess. And so it's going to take us a while to drop that excess. And so knowing that it's not realistic to say that we're going to lose 50 pounds in a month, right? It's not realistic to say that we're going to lose 50 pounds in probably 2 months, right? So all of these things are making the goal be more achievable based on the reality of it actually occurring, okay? And so what I would suggest with a goal weight, so if you have X amount of pounds that you actually are looking to achieve, divide that up into a SMART goal. So for example, what is realistic for goals in regards to weight loss? So usually we say, depending on your journey and, how easily you lose, you're going to be losing, if you're doing everything correctly, around 1 to 2 pounds most weeks. Sometimes we have stalls, sometimes we have, gains in regards to water weight, but realistically, we could say that you're probably going to get around 5 pounds per month. Okay. And so with that, let's make that be a SMART goal. Okay. So I will lose 5 pounds this month. Okay. So that's a great goal, but how are you going to do that? Okay. So we've made it be specific. We've made it be measurable. Okay. You can measure the loss on that. We made it be timeline. It's associated with, an actual physical time, but is it action based? How are we going to do that? How are we going to put this into play? And so I think a lot of times we make goals, but we don't have all aspects of it being a SMART goal, which is why sometimes it makes it unobtainable, to kind of follow through with. And so with this specific goal, I would say ways to make it be action based could be based off of things that have worked for you in the past in regards to losing weight. So are you someone that has to exercise to lose? Are you someone that has to stay on plan in regards to your consumption to lose? Okay. And so for me, it's a little bit of both. And so what I would do in regards to making this a SMART goal is say that I'm going to lose 5 pounds this month through exercising, but not just exercising, okay, because that's arbitrary. Let's make that be specific. Okay, let's make it be measurable. I'm going to exercise 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, that is realistic for me. Where I'm at in my season, and I don't know where you are in yours, but exercising 6 or 7 days a week is not realistic for me. And it might be for you, which is great. That's what's wonderful about the goals, is that you can tailor them to where you are and what you need. Okay. So for me, I'm going to say, I'm going to lose 5 pounds this month through exercising 2 to 3 days a week. I'm going to make sure that, one of those days is cardio, one of those is resistance, and one of those is a combo of the two. And that's what works for me. If you guys need more information in regards to what are regulations, what are suggestions, what are national, guidelines in regards to exercise, I have tons of videos out there on that. I know I did a segment a few months ago in regards to resistance training and cardio and all of those. So kind of go back and take a look at those if you need extra guidelines for that. But for the purpose of SMART goals, I'm going to also talk about eating on plan. Okay. And so for me, that's going to be about 90%. That's going to be most of my meals are going to be on plan. Okay. And so if I have a goal that I usually eat, I would say 4 to 5 meals a day, those are going to be on plan. I would say 6 out of 7 days, everything's going to be on plan. I might have one not on plan a week. Okay. And still be able to get to my goal because that's what's realistic for me. Okay. That doesn't mean that you have to go crazy with your not on plan. We've talked about that in the past, but you can still have the opportunity to get to enjoy something that you feel like is a treat and lose at the same time. Now, I can't have that be realistic if I say that I'm going to eat a not on plan every day. It's just not realistic for my body to say that I'm going to lose if I keep eating not on plans. It's not realistic for my body to even lose continual if I'd say, 2 to 4 times a week. But that's me. And you guys, I think, know your body a little bit better than what you give yourself credit for a lot of times too. And so the biggest thing is to take a goal that you have, a long-term goal, and to break it up into many specific, measurable, action-based, realistic, timelined goals. Okay? It is so less daunting to say that I'm going to lose 5 pounds through these action steps listed this month than it is to say, oh my goodness, I have 50 pounds and this is going to take me a year to do. This is going to take me forever. I'm never going to get to this goal. You start, the negative talk, the mindset, all of those different things kind of play into it until you can make it be something that's manageable for you. Okay. And so maybe that's micro goals, maybe not even mini, but micro goals. This is just week by week. What am I going to do this week? Okay. This week, I know I have a schedule that looks like this. This week, it is obtainable for me to eat 100% on plan. It is obtainable for me to exercise 3 days a week. And that is your SMART goal. I will say within both of my groups, we do these on a normal basis just to hold each other accountable and have support. So with that, if you have a workout buddy, if you have a friend that has similar goals as you, allow them to help you keep accountable. Just voicing the goal and have it being something that that somebody else is, keeping track of with you. Studies have shown that you're more likely to obtain them that way too. And so someone other than, a spouse or a sibling, someone else that's not family based. So even a best friend, if you can just let them know, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to work towards. This is what my goal is this week. Can you hold me accountable? Can you help me with that? And if you don't have anybody like that, let me know in the comments below. I have a couple of communities that are really great for this. My ladies always offer up support and encouragement. And so the biggest thing is just to make it something that's realistic for you. Is it obtainable for you? Is it something that you want to strive towards? And so I know that, school is starting for so many of us. This is another time that I feel like, goals are driven and made. New Year is that time that everybody gets done with the holiday season and they're like, okay, this is the year. It's going to be different. It's going to be good. And then kind of fizzle a little bit. And by the time summer gets here, everybody's burnt out. Everybody's tired. Everybody just wants a break. And by the end of the summer, we kind of pick up and we shift again before we go into that holiday season. And so I want to encourage you that if you haven't gotten to where you want to go from January, you still have time. It is okay. We all move at our own pace, and that I hope that you can take some of these SMART goals and apply them into your life and allow it to be something that is beneficial for you, that you can make lasting goals that are obtainable for you to accomplish. And if you need any assistance with that, let us know and we can help you as much as we can. So if you guys have questions, if you have comments, if you have suggestions on Wellness Wednesdays, I would love to see that in the comments below. If you're watching this on the replay, if you'll hashtag replay, I'd really appreciate that as well. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good week.